It didn't take 5 seconds before we degenerated to a fight. Because anytime I go to the police, I'm the one who has to train them how to do their job. And it's too much work. So I had to sit the senior officer who was asked to come and interrogate me down. And I said, what is all this? But from his countenance, he took a job. Or well, I would say he took a contract to confront me. It's very clear that he must have told the illegal IGP that, look, leave me with Sowore, I can handle him. That's all I could see. So, and I was very happy. I quickly started educating him, and he got very upset. And I like it when they're upset. So I kept provoking him until I got to a point where I knew I could get to the next stage. There were petitions. And he gladly but reluctantly brought the first petition. It was written by the IGP. And the allegation was that I published a police wireless message. And I was the one who forged it. So we read it, said put that one aside. So I had to meet two lawyers, Marshall, you all know him, Marshall Boubacar and Ike Musa, very also hot-headed people. So the second petition, he brought out the second petition. It was written by the illegal IGP's girlfriend or mistress.
Revolution!
Yeah. So, and I said, are there more petitions? He said no. So I said to him, I said, these ones are not petitions. These are personal grievances that's been pursued as a crime. I said, in the first place, if you know the police act very well, one of the things he says very specifically is that as a police officer, you cannot use your office to fight your personal battles. Otherwise, everybody will be in prison. Everybody, the landlady of the police officer will be in prison. Because somehow everybody has offended a police officer before. Or they must have felt offended by somebody. So I said, these are no questions. So, and then immediately, which is typical of them, they brought out a sheet of paper where they asked me to write my statement. And my lawyers quickly told the officer that since 1992, Sowore has not written a police statement. And the reason I don't write police statement is that I have never committed a crime that requires writing a statement. But the first time I wrote a statement, I was a student. And I thought that I could use the statement to tell my story about why I'm fighting oppression. Only to discover that police is not interested in statements. But they need it so that they can charge you. So, bottom line, I outrightly refused to write a police statement. Because I knew they were not interested even in the statement. They wanted to detain me. And I want to make it very easy for them to do as well. Since I already packed my bag and I was ready for detention. So he went and brought back a detention and I said, Mr. Sowore, you have been very difficult. You told your lawyers in advance that you are a difficult person and we are going to show you today that this Nigeria police force. So we had the new contract right there, the Nigeria police force. They wrote the detention order and asked him to go and detain me. So I told him, I said, this is the last time you will write a detention order for an innocent person. He said, well, he's been told for 30 years. So when he revealed that he's been in the police for 30 years, I used the opportunity to shoot my shot. I said, if you have been in the police for 30 years, why are you investigating a case involving a policewoman that joined the police 10 years ago? You are a disgrace to your rank. At that point, he lost it and left. And Marshall and the rest of them said, you can't leave. You have to finish the job you started. And he got upset and asked his boys to throw out my lawyers. So it then became how and where to detain me. It was about 3 p.m. And he came back again and said, you have the watch on. You know how they come and start stripping you of your things one by one. I gave my watch to somebody else, Master. I said, what else you have? You have shoes on. I said, I cannot remove my shoes because I'm not a criminal. I said, please remove shoes. So they forced my shoes and removed them. I then placed my legs on his chair for the interrogator in front of me. So when they were tired of that, they said, do you have any shoes around? I said, you removed it. They brought it back. I also have another slippers. They said, maybe you prefer the slippers. I said, yes. So they wore the slippers. I was starting to feel like a king at that point because they removed and put things on for me. So about an hour later, he came back and said, Mr. Shuri, you still have an option not to sleep in detention tonight if you write your statement. I said to him, without your knowledge, I've already provided you with this statement. He said, how? I said, you remember when we were talking earlier, you had the police recording our conversation. That's my statement. Go and transcribe it, add it to the petition, take it to court. He was shocked. He said, we cannot take that one as a statement. He said, that's what the law says. And the statement can be recorded in writing or electronically. I have provided you the statement electronically. He was shocked. So I called the police officers who were recorded and said, is your movie over? Just it's time for editing. And this one was also so at that point, everybody became crestfallen. I think the idea was, okay, we're going to find something on video to go and distress Sowore with. Maybe they thought that I would be quiet as soon as I came in, I would be cooperative, they would record it, go and edit it and keep playing it on all the TV stations. That when Sowore got inside, shut him up. He couldn't say anything. But I was nicer outside than I was inside. Because I know that is how they operate. It's all an intimidation game. And you can't intimidate me at this stage in my life. So I also reminded him, I said, do you know the last person who did this to me? He said, who? I said, Buhari. Do you know where he is? He said, yeah, Buhari died, but he died at old age. Some bad people die at old age, some die at young age. And I said to him, sometimes death is not physical death. There are times you are alive and you are dead because of the evil you have perpetrated on people. So, is he still alive? Anyway, so by evening, for the first time, he came again and said, if you write your statement, you might still be able to go home. And I said to him, I don't have a home. Wherever I sleep, it's my home. I am ready for here. But tonight, I'm staying here, no matter what it is. Except if you decide, out of your own wisdom, because you've been foolish all day, to just stop all this nonsense. So he said, well, I've already signed the detention order. He then showed me from a distance what he said was a court order. He read Magistrate Court FCT and Sowore Omoyele cybercrime. He said, this is your detention order. I said, yes, I'm sure you had this for a long time. I said, well, let me educate you one more time. The magistrate court system don't have jurisdiction over cybercrime. It's a federal offense. But I know that you guys don't care about the law. But can you let me know the name of the magistrate so that our people can reach him? So he quickly ran away with it. And that was the end of it. So when it was like 8 p.m., they went and prepared my detention place. It was one of the most terrible detention places. Well, I go to detention all the time. There's no terrible detention place in Nigeria. All of them are the same. But this one was particularly bad because of the stench that was at the FID. And there was a guy who was already in there. There was no light. And the guy had been crying. There was a US officer brought from US brought from Edo State, driven from Edo State the month before, over a transaction of 1 point something million naira. So they brought a bunch of mattresses there. I just placed them on top of each other. I started sleeping. Anytime I find myself in these positions, but the stench, I was gagging on the stench because that's the bathroom inside. So when they called and said, I ready to talk, so I put the toilet, just threw a whole bottle of Detroit. That was how I had a Sanskrit. 6 a.m., these bastards are back. The cell guard came and said, my IPO was around, we are going to court. I asked him, the question most of you have asked, which court opens at 6 in Nigeria? They said that they came into court and maybe I do agree. So we were flying. So I said I'm not ready for the court. When the day is properly broken, go to court. It's only court opens at 9 a.m. We can try to that Abuja court 20 minutes from here. Maybe super. You know. So turns out I have a different plan. So he went to them. So he told me, he said the IPO cannot come to the cell. So apparently the IPO was afraid. He didn't want to show his face. How can an IPO not go to this? Every IPO I know in the police is always happy to go to cell. They go and check on their victim. So then this guy shows up and he just rushed into the cell. But 8 of them, 2 of them will go. And he said, get up. I didn't have any clothes on. I said, get up to where? So you have to get up and we're going to court. So I'm not going to take the nonsense. Which nonsense are you talking about? Are you okay? So he asked the Mokobi to drag me. I said, I'm not going anywhere. So they started dragging. And they dragged my hand. Right? You know how you press your hand, drag it. So my hand just gave away. So 2 of them, they were wearing suits. They told him, I said, okay, I don't think this is appropriate. Let him wear his clothes. So they helped me, because at that point my hands were gone. They helped me put my clothes on. And I said, I have to brush my teeth. He came back again and said, which teeth are you brushing? They asked them to drag me again, anything sports. But I put on my clothes and I followed them, and then they then drove me from FID to IRT. When we got to IRT, I think his expectation was that the IRT people will also assist in the dehumanization. But when he got there, he came out and he saw me dealing with him. I was telling him, I said, you will regret the day you joined the police. And he was saying, nothing will happen, we said we'll put you in your place on this. So I told him, Oga, are you done with him? So he took me to the detention, and I told them that they had broken my hand. So he said, well, you have broken your hand, tell our guy when he arrived. I was so much in pain, so because I did arrange to shoot myself. And that was how I ended up, with the help of some of people around, to put my hand in a bandage. And also, being that we are very good in information technology, we got information out to the public. It didn't take 5 minutes before there was Vietnam. All the police officers, the ones that resumed and the ones that haven't resumed, started converging. They have broken Sowore's hand. We started seeing strange faces around. So, long and short of it, as you guys have seen, was that they didn't know what to do for. So, for the whole of that day, they tried to figure out what to do, they couldn't do it. Then took me and put me inside a cell where they keep planning herdsmen.
Are you serious?
Yes. At the back of IRT, yes. It's a war cell. There's planning herdsmen, kidnappers, and if you are a hardcore like Yahoo boy, they put you there. So they put me there. And then from there, they went and brought the doctor. The claim was a police doctor. And brought me out. And the doctor came, covered his nose and said, I'm a doctor. We came with my IPO. I have been instructed to treat you. And I said to him, if you are not a foolish doctor, would you go and treat, if the people who broke somebody's hand brought you to come and treat him, is there anybody in this world, including you, who will allow your enemies to treat you? So The guy just parked his thing quietly and he left. And they put me back in the cell again. Of course, the great news about what we do, which is important, is that unknown to us, you guys, we have friends and allies everywhere. In fact, I was shocked. I was shocked at how the people in the cell started, even the Fulanis. I told them, do you know me? How can we know you now? So apparently all these Fulani guys are on TikTok too. So, but I'm not using the name Fulani to discriminate against anybody. Because one thing we must understand is that when you see somebody in a cell, in a police cell, the guy is probably 90% innocent. Absolutely. So don't demonize anybody you see in a police detention. Detention is for innocent people or people who are weak. Because I was looking in the cell to find somebody who said I was a former governor. No. Or like a former House of Rep member. It's just all these regular poor guys who are hustling on the street. One guy said he was, I don't know what they have with POS people. There's a lot of POS people that are detaining. So another guy, POS, he said he did transfer for a soldier. They can't get the soldier they got him. The POS guy I met in detention, they had also arrested and detained his wife and daughter, a baby, for 4 days before they got him and replaced him with them. So the solidarity in the underground is amazing. The other solidarity that has also become very, very powerful is the solidarity with the rank and file of the police. Yes, they were cussing out their bosses in front of them. That you brought Sowore to this place, that God will punish all of you. Amen. It is this person that is speaking for us, and all of you that are doing this, you know how your life will end. You are going to retire without benefits. Yes. So the solidarity is powerful, and that is the reason why I'm happy to have our police retirees also in attendance. I also saw your videos while I was in detention. The important thing is that no matter what anybody tells you, what we are doing is very, very powerful. The reason why they go after us is because we are making impact. Yes. My arrest has mostly something to do with the renewed opportunity we have to connect with the people who are suffering in the police force. Yeah. And the retirees who are out there who are not receiving the benefit that is due to them. That is what is upsetting them. Of course, to then find out that all your money is going to side chicks also got them really, because they don't know how we find out all this information. So it's very, very important that we continue the trajectory that we have embarked upon now. You know, people always ask me, grassroots mobilization, grassroots. They don't understand where the grassroots are. Grassroots is no longer the market. The grassroots is the person who is trampled upon, who you are fighting for. That's the grassroots. And sometimes the best way to wake up the grassroots is not to go and give them rights. It's to go and give them freedom. Yeah. And that's what we are seeing now that got them so scared. The next day, of course, you saw they brought some television cameras, press. The moment they walked in, I disgraced them, they ran away. Then after that, they brought fresh petitions, 3 of them. I told the guy who brought it, who was the 2ICT, the one that I told would never sign another detention. I said, are you not tired of foolishness? So he carried his petition again and fled. After that, they now came and said, they now gave me a copy of the magistrate order, which said that I will be in detention till August 16th. But I told the guy, I said, you and the magistrate and the person who went to get to the order are the ones who will be in detention for 14 days. I said, you can't keep me. He said, okay, you have your charges here. He showed me the charges, the most ridiculous charges that I forged a police wireless document. Turns out, the document that they claim I forged and the one that was published is the same. But they say it was forged because I put panic over it. So I said to him, why don't you call it police panic wireless? Revolution now! Revolution now! So, bottom line, when he was about to leave, I was with AK, and AK stood up and said, I've already charged him. Your magistrate court's order has become nullified because we have finally realized that it's not a magistrate offense. So we are going to ask for freedom until you are ready. Lo and behold, he said, okay, I'll bring somebody who can bail him. You know, I never miss the opportunity to also restate my importance in the society. I'm sorry, I'm not bragging. I said, you know, you are not serious to ask me to go and bring somebody. In this country, who is more important than me? I said, mention 10 people that is more important than Sowore in this country. Said, is it Atiku? Started laughing uneasily, or is it Tinubu? Those guys are not. So even if you go and bring Tinubu now to come and assign my food. Anyways, we started saying, well, you know, our gases. And the funniest part was that they now started being diplomatic. So what did we do to you? That's not the conversation I came here to. The conversation is that we have a country to liberate. Yeah. And you guys either join us or we drag you along. And I said, that is what Nigerian people have done to you for the last 48 hours. They have been dragging you along like tiger generator. And now you have seen the impact. This is Friday. It's very rare for police to release you on a Friday. Yes, that's typically why they drag matter to Friday. They'll tell you that your IPO has gone to a party. So until Monday. So I said Friday, you see what another thing I told them, I said, when you arrested me, what did I tell you? That this is going to end up in a disgrace. Have you not disgraced yourself? Are you not the one now who is now offering how I will get out of this place? Was I a prophet when I told you on Wednesday that you beg me out of this place? Are you not begging? I know we are not begging you. I said, yeah, so don't release me now. He said, no, you have to leave. So that was how my detention, which was dramatic, was a climax, ended in what is known as anti-climax. Of course, I was not happy that it ended that way. I had enough clothes to last me for 14 days. But most importantly, I wanted to keep using that opportunity to also mobilize those who are in detention and the junior police officers. Because all of them were coming around. Interestingly, they kept saying, you know, the police, especially those police junior officers, they said, forget about this one. What is next? What is next for this country? So are you running for office? Are you doing this? You know, the people are already offering to be campaign managers. I said, no. You are police, so you are not supposed. They said, no, this is our life at stake. But I said to them, our goal is not even election as much as people look at it. Our goal is liberation. We offer ourselves for election because it's a peaceful way of liberation. But if, and as we now know, they no longer run free and fair elections, we will have to liberate ourselves by any means necessary. And there's no compromise about that. So, unless revolution is the solution, and I can tell you that nobody talks revolution now more than all these rank and file police. They believe in it. Yes, sir. I don't know, if we are not careful, they will do it before us. They are very upset with their bosses. We have opened their eyes to the fact that they have now finally known. I don't think they never knew before, but now it's like they have now seen the light that their real enemies are the people at the top. Because I was breaking it down to them how no one of them should collect less than 500,000 naira a month. And I was saying it, I'm saying it with apology. Even 500,000 naira is too small for any policeman that is carrying on. Because police doesn't resume at 9 o'clock and leave at 5 p.m. They resume at any time they are called upon to come and work. They don't resume into offices that have air conditioners. They can call a policeman at 7 a.m. and their family will not see them again. Yes. Because they will just put you in the truck and you are going to Maiduguri to go and fight a battle you never signed up for. So they don't have a routine that is a regular banker who goes to work, put on a tie, and is done, he goes back home. They can be assigned to anything. whether it's a good job or a bad job, they have no result to, Oga, I cannot do it. Except if you have Ogas at the top. So we're able to do a lot of education for them. But I will still also say that some of them are still very bad. They are the ones who were twisting my hand and broke it. They were Mopo guys who were, one of them I saw clearly was an inspector. And I was telling him, are you foolish? I was fighting for you a week ago. And you are here, even if they ask you to do this stupid work. How do you just hide? He wasn't thinking, he was just like, okay, follow me. I'm not following you anywhere. Anyways, I came here to thank everyone who has done a lot in Abuja and across the country. I cannot mention names without offending those who I forget to mention their names. But I'm in Abuja and I wanted us to have a get together. I do not want us to celebrate anything. Because this is not like we are fighting a battle and we have won the battle at all. This is just one of the steps where we take a break and we jump on the highway again and continue the fight. As far as the matter of fact, as we're speaking, there's also already another problem that we have to face starting from tomorrow. The youth couple that was supposed to have, they didn't give her certificate. And that's the girl who made it possible for all the couples to be getting 7,000 as minimum allowance. So already we are thinking about how to invade the NYC. It's not far from here.
Yes.
In fact, I know their DIG, their DG, and I'm going to notify him that we have a problem. If they don't release her certificate to her, she deserves it because she did her service. And I know what it means to be denied of your certificate when you have done right by your country. I don't have an NYC certificate because I did even more than what she did when I served in 1996. But I don't need it because I'm still in service.
Action! No going back.
So, again, thank you very much, everyone. I'm really proud of all of you and our chairs, friends, our collaborators. Thanks to Angel who made it possible for us to use this sport. And the owners of the sports said we can use this place all the time. I'm laughing. I said, by the time we are done today, we'll come and visit you. But we hope you are strong enough to keep going. Yes. Because if you let us keep using this place, it will become a historical spot for resistance. And one day, somebody will come and ask you to buy it, and you won't want to sell it because it's so important in the history of the country. So I am very, very happy to be back out. But it doesn't matter because maybe by next week again, I would have ready for anything. Maybe by today on my way out of here. It's the same thing I told some people last week when I was in Lagos. You can't guarantee when next you see me. So whenever you see me, let's appreciate ourselves. One thing I can promise is that there's no going back. There's no giving up. There's no capitulating to any power or authority, any principality in this country. It's too late now to turn back. Our goal is liberation, and we will not stop until we win. Revolution now.
Take it back. Action.
Victory for us. Victory. There is victory for us. In our struggle. In our struggle.